I like the idea of Jesus as a metaphor. I think it's more accurate than the current modern Christian idea of Jesus as this individual that died to save us all from our sins, and he's going to come back and judge the living and the dead and create a new earth, and there's the rapture, the apocalypse, blah blah blah. I don't really remember exactly how it goes or what the most popular interpretation is right now in Christianity. I don't really care. I mean, I'm kind of interested, but not really. I think Jesus acts more accurately as a metaphor on how the an individual is supposed to live. I think it's a version of the hero's journey, kind of, or actually exactly what Joseph Campbell talks about in The Hero with a Thousand Faces. It's just he's the most popular version. It's the best hero journey that we have. I mean, he's an individual that died. We all die. He experienced intense suffering. Everyone suffers, and his life and death affected the whole entire metaphysical fabric of being. And I guess ultimately that's kind of what we hope on our best day is what we're doing here. We're all, living, doing stuff on Earth, but I think it's more. I think it's a preferable worldview that there's something going on outside of just the material world, and that our actions somehow make a difference all the way into that realm, because that just seems better than, oh yeah, we're just here and we're just matter and we appear and die and that's it. I mean, maybe that's going on. What's going on? I don't know. Nobody fucking knows. But I I can't call myself a Christian because of what that means culturally. Like, I'm not on board with the modern interpretation they're going to find in church every Sunday. It's just it's not. I don't know. I just don't. I'm not on board. But I think. I mean, at the end of the day, there's something there with the story of Jesus. I mean, this guy died 2,000 years ago, and people are still talking about him. Billions of people still identify as Christians. That alone is pretty interesting. But I think that the whole story itself operates more accurately as a parable, and it exists as a metaphor on the individual. And the most Jesus says in the Gospel of Thomas, which is a book that didn't make the final cut of the Bible, but as far as I know, it's legitimate as an ancient text, and an interpretation of something he said is the kingdom of heaven is within. And what I interpret that as is Jesus was talking about just present work, the work of just being present. I mean, that's what the Buddha was about, and I think that's ultimately what Jesus was about. But also, at the end of the day, I don't think that necessarily exhausts the story of Jesus. I think something, I think something crazy happened there with the whole. I mean, like I said, even if just from like a historical material sense, like, I mean, he's pretty fucking popular. That's interesting. But then, I mean, it's possible that, he was special. He was the son of God or whatever, or just something that it's difficult to even put your finger on. But at the end of the day, I think it's more important to just focus on yourself and what you can do, as opposed to just following the modern Christian rules of what's right and wrong. Although there is a lot to be said for following the rules, so don't get in unnecessary trouble.